What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another one. About to do a just a quick one today. Something out the norm. I usually don't talk about race and all the different, issues we have as far as race relations in this country. But today, I'm gonna make an exception because it's this dude who's a social media personality, and just for lack of better words, he's a hoe. He's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He goes by the name of Sneako. I don't know who put a battery in his back, but he's a sellout. He half black and he half Filipino, but he wants to be white. He's a wannabe white boy. He sound white. His voice annoying, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like the internet, because people can say all this disrespectful shit and they know they're not gonna have no repercussions for it. And I think he would have got humbled because he got socked in his mouth for that shit he be talking. But that's why I don't participate in no Twitter spaces or X spaces, whatever it's called, Clubhouse, because you get a lot of people that just stay in the house, a lot of introverts that get to pop their shit like they just super hard, and they say stuff that they would never say to your face. And plus, none of these motherfuckers got no bitches, because why is you sitting on here talking about half of this shit? They talking about how the difference between Jews and white people. Like, bro, if you don't get your weird ass out of here. But we gonna react to this a little bit. This debate, there's it was kind of epic because they had Tariq Nasheed, Tommy Sotomayor, Myron Gaines, Sneakho. They had his bitch ass on there too, and a couple other white supremacist flunkies that love spewing anti-black racism. They love perpetuating stereotypes. So we just gonna get into it.
Let me explain. Okay, the majority. Zionists made black culture through hip hop to make it degenerate, and that's why you're a millionaire up here and you're not giving away your money for reparations, because they use hip hop culture to make black people think of themselves as victims forever. It's anti-black.
Now, just out the gate, look, you hear how stupid he's. Why would a black person who's owed reparations give his own money away for reparations? That's not reparations, nigga. If we gotta pay for the shit, you dummy. You such an idiot, bro. But you swear you know everything and that you so intellectual and how you got an IQ so high and ours is so low, bro. You's a bitch. Like, that don't even make sense. How is that reparations if you repair it yourself? It needs to be repaired by the people who inflicted it on our people. Like, bro, you such a hoe and you really just a hater, bro. At the end of the day, you hate yourself, you hate half of yourself, and you hate black so-called black people, because no one's black and no one's white. Like, no white person is the color of a piece of paper, and no black person is the color of a black crayon. So this was all social constructs made up. And now, fast forward to 2024, you got idiots online spewing a bunch of different prejudice, stereotypical racism, like Sneako. And then dude a hoe, and that's why I'm doing this video, to expose how much of a bitch he is.
Black racism why should I give my money away? Is the smallest issue of their problems. All they know that they can control through culture to keep people at the bottom. Anti-black racism is the smallest of their issues.
So why don't y'all stay the fuck out of my culture, right, and stop perpetuating the worst stuff?
Anti-racism is the things that held so-called black people back for hundreds of years is the smallest. Do you hear? See, really, I don't care about what no square ass dude like this really says, but he's got a big platform, and some people may listen to him and they don't know no better because they young, they kids, and they believe that half of this shit coming out of his mouth. Then it's really bullshit coming out. He babbling. He has no real stats that aren't perpetuated by media to back up. He's just saying his opinions, and he's a goofball. So I'm just doing, because I don't really give a fuck about the dude. And if I ever seen him in real life, I know I hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really sock bro out and have him, like, you think dude knocked, chipped your tooth, bro. What I would do to you, bro, you would not be posting. You wouldn't want nobody to see what I do to you. So that's just on that part. So if you ever come from under the rock you be under, come become an extrovert for some reason and you start popping out and being outside and you run into someone like me, bro, you gonna get your issue, dog.
Of it, right? If you're not of it, right? Stick to your ethnicity, right? Whatever shithole country you come from, whatever failed government, right? And stay into that, right?
Well, I was born in America.
I don't give a fuck where you were born. You
But
have
you
a
fled
culture
from
and an
Europe, though.
ethnicity,
Yeah.
right? You have a culture and ethnicity. That's real, right? Stick to that, right? I don't want to hear you up here speaking in our lingo, trying to talk fucked up AABE. Stick to what you know, because it's also a lack of understanding, right? And it's being intellectually
Stick
honest
to what
about
he
history.
know. He
Do you
don't
know
know
what
that.
black? Do you know that?
It has nothing to do with it, right?
No,
Your
because
culture-
so you're saying I
there's
can't-
a lot of
No, we don't know that you're part black because you sold that half of you out. You sound like a white person in a black person's body. No, we don't know that you're part black. We know that you're full bitch. We know that you're full hoe, and we know that you're soft as cotton candy. Even you are a sucker, bruh. You not finna bust a grape in a fruit fight. You not finna do nothing to nobody but annoy the hell out of them with the sound of your screechy ass voice. I know you don't got no females, dog. Cause what bitch is gonna sit on the phone with you? What female is gonna sit there and listen to you in their ear all night? So that's why you as a nerd, you online talking this square ass shit.
lot of
like
white
you.
people with black backgrounds. There's a lot of white people who got black back. That don't mean anything.
So what is a black person then?
Can I ask you something, Sneako?
Good question.
What are you?
I'm a
nigga?
foundational
ask
black
you something?
American. I know what that is.
You keep saying foundational. What does that mean?
I know what that is. I can
what
define that. But
America.
yeah, other black folks, that let them define what their blackness means. I'm a foundational black American. So that
Okay,
means my lineage
whatever you
comes
want to
the
use to make yourself feel
right.
special.
Do you,
no,
wait,
no,
do you
no,
believe
no,
you were here
no,
before the
Whatever
native?
special
You believe you were here
terminology,
before the native?
foundational, whatever. Like
yeah.
they
My
want to keep
lineage
you as a
goes to
victim
the
forever. What you don't seem to understand is that
but you-
Zionists want
Hold on. See, this why I don't do all the clubhouse and Twitter space because people can say all this shit, disrespectful shit, racist shit, and they know nothing gonna happen to them. Like me, I'm from the era where we about that action. Like I ain't finna sit here argue back and forth with you over my culture versus your culture. If it's that big of a problem, we can run the fade. I'm gonna sock you out. You can still feel how you feel, but you're gonna have a few black eyes. Your lip gonna be busted. You probably get another tooth knocked out. You might get a broken bone. So that's how we gonna handle this problem. They talking about ain't no Michelle Obama's over here. We go, they go low, we go high. No, they go low, we undercut. They go low, we dig up the ground and put them in it. Like, bro, you popping this on Twitter because you know nothing, nobody can touch you. You're not finna say, I want you, this the Sneako challenge. Come to somebody's face. Go up to Michael Parsons and say this shit. And let me not say Michael Parsons because he don't mess his contract or behind no bitch like you. Come up to me and say this shit you saying and see that you won't need some type of medical aid and attention. Can we do that,
you to be in
Sneako?
this victim
Oh no, that's
mentality
a deflection. No,
where
you just
it's not a
deflected.
deflection. They
No, it's a
want you
deflection.
to think you're
No,
special.
it's you, your ass. You the problem. Not
Tariq
the,
is killing him already. I can't even let this play. This debate is their part of the debate has kind of just started, but this been going on it's already an hour, and we're not gonna react to all of this because this is a waste of time. None of these dudes. By Tariq Nasheed has a wife. We know about that. Everybody else, I can't speak on. They sound like they don't have never had a bitch. They sound like they ain't had pussy since they had them. Cause who talks about this shit? Unless you're getting paid. Now maybe some people is paying Sneako to come online and talk like that to try to infect the masses with the babble, but no one talks about this square ass shit. Like no one's worried about these things. People are worried about how they gonna pay their bills, how they gonna make ends meet. Just real shit going on. We got wars going on, people dying, and you talking about some racist shit that have been going on forever. Like, bro, you a goofball, dog. And Tariq is owning you. And you're the problem. Like he just said, you're the problem. People like you, Sneako, are the problem. People who've sold out their own culture to want to be white and white people don't like you. This is why I don't get how like Latin people be racist against black people, Asians are racist against black people, people like Sneako that's mixed are racist against some Africans are racist against Americans, black people, all cultures are racist against. And newsflash to all you other races, white people don't like y'all either. So when you trying to rub elbows with them and you high and kicking and you talking about the blacks, when they get around their white friends, they talk about you the same way. You bitch.
The Zionists.
I'm the problem.
You,
the Filipino black guy is the problem.
You are the problem.
Because you try to come over
not
here
the
and align
solution.
yourself with white supremacy.
If you're not a part of the problem, you're a part of this. If you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. You bitch.
Haitian.
Yeah. And by the way, it was a foundational black American who stopped the Filipinos.
Well, okay, that's a serious allegation. Where do I try to
Boom.
align myself with white supremacy?
Mic drop. See how he babbled over that fact that Tariq just dropped on him? He didn't want to address that. Sneako, you's a hoe, bro. You just want to run your mouth and spit out opinions that you think, but when a fact gets dropped on you, you see how you act like you didn't hear that? You was a bitch, bro.
You just got your damn tooth knocked out for hanging around a bunch of white supremacists in Detroit.
How many times is Tariq gonna kill you in 1 minute? All he getting points for everything he's saying. You just got socked in your face and you on here talking? Bro, sit your bitch ass down somewhere. You just got socked out. Like, stay in your place. You're the victim. You talking about blacks play the victim mentality. You're a victim. You got socked in your mouth. You ran like a bitch. You ran to the police. You made a report. In that said report, there was an assailant, the suspect. He socked you out. What box are you under? The victim, you bitch.
Based on my ideology, how do I try to align with white supremacy?
Because you were sitting up there trying to antagonize a foundational black American brother, and he gave you a Harriet Tubman fist in your damn
Jack
mouth.
Johnson.
Okay, because I'm trying to antagonize
Did you not just hear your tropes about how what you think of the black community?
Yeah,
right.
All them talking points you aligning with what racist white people say. You might as well start chewing tobacco, get you a cut off tee, a Confederate flag hat, the good old boys. You might as well play the Duke Boys theme song, spit your tobacco in a cup and on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Get some twang in your voice. At least you would sound better if you had a southern accent. You sound like a bitch. You sound like you got a tampon in right now. And you on your period. So, maybe you should go to Georgia and get like a down south draw. Cause you aligning with the racist white folks, bro. You got all they talking. You sound like Fox News and CNN. You spewing all these skewed numbers of fake statistics that black people lead in all these categories that they don't. Because we're 13% of the population. So how could we be committing all of the crime? They like to document other people as being black when they commit the crimes to add to our numbers. Just like when people died of normal heart attacks during COVID, they said it was COVID related. But you're this conspiracy guy, but you don't know this type of shit. Your IQ so high, but you don't know this type of shit. Man, use a hoe.
Right. That's why you have a suit, and the majority of black Americans don't. Do the majority of black Americans dress like you and appear like you and speak like you? Yes or no?
We're not a monolith. We have a whole spectrum of the way we get down. That's the great thing. That's the great thing. No, there's no majority anything. No. That's the great thing about foundational black Americans. Our culture is very vast. We have the sexy reds. We got the middle class people, and we got the heroes like the Rosa Parks and the Dr. Kings and the Malcolm X's and the Tariq Nasheeds and people like that.
Right, you're talking about
that's a no. Then shut your gay ass up, bro. Whoever that was, that's a no. Then y'all both sound hella zesty. But check this out, dog. This how you know you a square, because this is your argument. That's one of your arguments. That black people wear suits or no. Man, it's only a square. Who cares who wears a suit, dog? It's plenty of black people that wear suits. It's plenty of black lawyers. It's plenty of black doctors, reverends, businessmen. Like a suit don't mean nothing. Bill Gates don't even wear suits, you bitch. Jeff Bezos barely wears a suit unless it's an event. They be wearing like Dockers and khaki shorts and sailor shoes, but they worth $1 billion. Well, suit don't make you, nigga. That's how I know you don't know nothing. You ain't been through nothing. The appearance don't mean shit. Mark Zuckerberg don't barely wear suits. Them is the richest men in the world. I can't remember the last time I seen Elon Musk in a suit. But you talking about black people don't wear suits, man? Shut your bitch ass up, man. See, and that's your argument. This is your argument. That's one of your points of your argument. And they sag their pants in majority of. That's an opinion, dog. Where's the stat to back that? So now you're God. You see everyone, everywhere, every black person. You're omnipresent. Every black majority of y'all sag your pants and you don't speak correctly. But you sound like a white boy, a racist one. That's why they said you align yourself with that. Because listen to your talk. Do you hear yourself? I mean, you got your tooth halfway knocked out. You should have a little lisp or something. You might even sound a little better. Because I know you don't got no bitches the way you sound. Because if I was a female, I definitely couldn't deal with your voice on the phone. Pause.
The great thing about our culture.
But Tariq, so why were you able to become a millionaire in a white supremacist black America?
Because I am a phenomenal foundational black American.
Because you're phenomenal, right?
Yes.
Because he did.
You didn't answer my question.
But you said we're not hard working. But that's how he became. That's how he did it. He worked hard. That's how he became a millionaire in racist America. Which it don't try to see. Is that your argument that it's not racist and everybody has an equal playing field when the white man had a 500-year head start? And still hold black people to the same standards as everyone else, even though we were held back for 4 or 5 centuries, dog. This your argument that it's an equal playing field? Boy, you's a bitch.
Why this is true, and every black person knows this.
And many of us are very phenomenal. We know how to go out here and get it.
So why do the majority of black Americans dress with their pants sagging and look up?
They don't. Red? The majority of black Americans do not dress with their damn pants Democrat. They do not. The majority of black Americans don't. See, you guys, you look at things.
The majority of black Americans
music video in some movie, and that's all black.
You worship
they
them.
That's you guys. Bro. Because you have to see.
So I'm a white supremacist who idolizes Sexy Red. Is that what you're saying?
If that's the case, do the majority of Filipinos eat
white
dogs
supremacist
and sell their kids to sex traffickers?
Absolutely
Are we gonna do that?
Absolutely
all right
not.
Then.
Absolutely not. The majority of Filipinos. See, that's
want to do that?
See, you don't seem to know the differences between races. The majority of Filipinos are hardworking. I'm asking about the average
black
person.
And the majority of black Americans are hardworking.
And we're hardworking.
See, this is why friends of all races. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of Filipino friends. Why would I want to put down their culture? I got a bunch of Pacific Island friends. Why would I put down their culture? I got a bunch of Hispanic, Latino friends. Why would I want to? What do I get out of that? So what are you getting out of putting down our culture, dog? Everybody really behind the 8 ball. If you want to be real, we all slaves to this system, but you want to sit here and act like you better than somebody. And that's some hoe shit. That's what hoes do. They want to measure everything and I have better this than you and I have better. Bro, you get socked in your mouth. Your chip tooth comes out like anybody else. You bleed like anybody else. You gonna die and get put in the ground or burnt up like anybody else, dog. So who you think you better than, bro? And you doing this online. You ain't coming up to nobody. The Sneako challenge, bro. Come up to a black person and say this shit to their face, bro, and record it. Have a hidden camera actually, so the person don't even know, so we can see the real reaction. And I bet you get socked out multiple times. Why you over here?
The majority of black Americans are hardworking.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Are they? Okay, so
yes,
why are they on welfare? Why do they commit most of the violent crimes?
That's white.
They don't lead in welfare.
Sir, we ain't fleeing like you. If you're so hardworking in the Philippines, why the hell y'all fleeing to get up out of it?
Because I was born in this country just like you.
But like an anchor base. That's right. They had to flee and anchor your ass here. Because you failed and your family failed.
You know what being born somewhere is? See, you not understand. See, you actually think the majority of black Americans, no, genuinely, and this is not like you're going to think this is racist. You actually think the majority of black Americans are hardworking.
That ain't what we
yes,
think.
They are.
Listen to the words coming out your mouth.
Absolutely, they are.
What industries?
Absolutely, they
are.
What
are the industries that black Americans work on? What do you dominate in as black Americans?
What do you mean what we dominate in?
I can't answer that, bro. Because you sitting there, see how you framing your questions like you know everything is perpetuated and set up by the people who run this country. And I don't know if you in the religion, but the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So the wicked run this place. And unfortunately, that's these evil white politicians, and they set the structure up. The whites are the judges, the politicians, the people who run the city. That's what they lead in. They're the owners of the teams. And but what we do lead in, fashion. Everybody, when black people start wearing shit, everyone other race wears it. That's how the rap culture all got started. We wore the baggy pants. We wore the stuff with the flare in it. We put the hat to the back. Now everybody doing that shit. Barbering and cosmetology, we lead in that shit too. All y'all copy off of all our styles on the women end and the men end. The urban haircuts, fades, and tapers. That when I was a kid, that only black people was getting that. Now all the barbers is like the best barbers is like Filipino and Asian and Latin. So, but they're doing the black haircuts. So we lead in that. Food, we got the best restaurants, dog. You can't even sit there and say we cook the best. We're the salt of the earth, bro. We got the flavor. We lead in that. And there's plenty of black real estate agents, plenty of black business owners. And it don't matter if we don't lead in it, we in it. And we do lead in some categories. So stop trying to just talk like we don't do nothing, bro. You a hater. When you sound like a hater, dog. Not only is you a bitch and a hoe and a square and a lame, you a hater.
And what as far as what? What do you mean? What we dominate?
Okay, in the workforce. In the workforce, where do you dominate?
So shout out to black women being the most educated.
The workforce.
No, don't say that. That's not true.
They are or were.
No, they're not. They're the most enrolled.
Tommy, I'll get it. I'll get it for you, Tommy.
They in there. And black women just fell for that American dream that you go to college and you're gonna get this great career after, and then you get a master's, and they fell for that. And now they in debt because that's more white supremacy. That's what the white man taught us in school. Oh yeah, 12 years in high school. You finish high school at 12th grade. You go to college. You're gonna get a great job. They don't tell you that you're gonna owe hella money in financial aid. You're gonna get a credit card. They're gonna do these predatory credit cards and student aid loans, and you're gonna be in debt for the most of your adult life. They don't tell you that, dog. So that's a part of white supremacy right there. It's all a plan. This is a scam. And Tommy coming in, no, they don't. Damn, bro, what side you on, bro? Is you playing both sides too? Tommy, you be straddling the fence. You know what I'm saying? Somebody black as you, bro, you gotta be ashamed of yourself.
Welfare, you commit the most amount of violent crime.
No.
You're so hardworking. Where do you dominate?
Sir, violent crime. You come
the majority
from
of violent crime is from black Americans, by and large.
Sir, your lineage is violent. The Philippines is crime and violence over there. Sir, you come from that.
Absolutely.
That's why you had to flee. You can't point your finger at us. The majority of black people don't commit crime.
Man, they had a thing in Oakland, because I'm from the Bay Area. They had a thing at Oakland City Hall for the longest. And they had all the black inventions. But that whole room was filled up with inventions. So if black people are so stupid and we lazy and we don't work hard, how did all these inventions come about? Somebody once said the white man didn't invent nothing but the patent office because they stole all the ideas from from so-called black Americans. So what is you talking about, Sneako? You just like hearing yourself talk, which I don't know why, because you sound like a hoe, but you love hearing yourself talk and you ain't talking about nothing. You not spitting out no facts. It's all opinion. You don't
crime. That's a lie.
Okay, so where do you dominate in the workforce? You're so hardworking. You're running from that question. Where do you dominate in the workforce?
Where do you dominate in the workforce? And I can answer more.
Where do you dominate in the workforce, Tariq? You're so hardworking. Where?
Can we answer, or are you going to keep answering the same question?
See, when I say that, everybody knows the answer. You dominate the NBA, the NFL, and hip hop. That's the systems that
what do you dominate? Okay,
nothing else.
What do you dominate in? What do Filipinos dominate in?
I'm dominating you in this space right now because you're drowning about Zionism.
Okay.
See, that's what tell you how delusional. And don't listen to this dude. He's delusional. He's in his own world. He just said he's dominating Tariq in this debate. In this short little 4 or 5 minute span that we dissecting right now, he said he's dominating him in this debate. How? All your questions was weird. You asked him why niggas don't wear suits. Like, you haven't substantiated nothing. You sitting up here. You saying your opinion. You haven't stated not one fact. You have no sources to back nothing you saying. But you're dominating this conversation. That don't even make sense.
Okay, all right. At least we dominating that. What are you dominating?
I'm dominating you in this debate
no,
right now.
Nothing.
You don't even know what Zionism
but you're not though.
Nothing.
You sound stupid and you sound
uneducated. You don't know what, who gives a fuck what Zionism is, dog. Who cares? That's only something that somebody don't get no pussy with me talking about.
Hey,
right? At least we dominated that. Okay. At least we dominated music. At least we dominated in sports. At least we dominated basketball.
See, there's
what
the answer. In music,
you don't dominate. Okay, all right. At least we dominated in that.
Those
you
are
don't dominate
industries, man.
That's the answer. Music
you dominate in fleeing.
Music
so,
and sports.
And that means we're doing better than you. That means we're doing better than you.
The economy forward, Tariq.
That means we're doing
music
Sneako.
and.
So entertainment doesn't move. So have you seen these contracts that the NBA, NFL, and Major Leagues is giving out? So that doesn't move the economy forward. They give NFL owners like $300 million for TV contracts, and that's just extra money. But you saying that those industries don't move, boy. For you to talk like you got such a high IQ, you's a dummy.
And hip music
and
basketball.
And your shit whole country ain't dominating shit but American bases, right? And Haiti is fucking failing. This is what I'm talking about. I cannot debate with.
Sneako, you can't say nothing, Sneako. You don't dominate in nothing. At least we got sports and music. You don't even have that.
And we got more than
is
that.
Hardworking music and sports?
Yep.
We got way more than that. That's just
hard work.
Obvious.
Okay, maybe that's maybe that's why black people are not succeeding.
If it was so easy, why ain't we doing it?
Okay, so maybe that's why
why are you not doing it?
Because
and I bet you his bitch ass got a pair of Yeezys and a pair of Jordans.
Lawyers, doctors, instead of moving the economy forward.
There's plenty of black doctors, plenty of black lawyers, plenty of black politicians, businessmen, business owners. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious? You never heard of Bob Johnson? Like, come on, bro. You never heard of Johnny Cochran? Like, you sound like a fucking idiot, dude.
Thurgood Marshall and basketball.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have anything to stick to but fleeing and dog meat.
And the white supremacist talking points.
Your arguments aren't arguments, Sneako.
Yeah.
Seriously,
see, Tom, he was playing both sides, but he was right on that. Your arguments ain't arguing, bro. Your arguments ain't argumenting. Like, your points is retarded. Like, I don't think you hear the shit you're saying. So a majority of black people sag their pants and they don't know how to talk. Bro, you seen an episode of The Shy, bro, and you think that's what, like, you seen one episode of The Wire, nigga, and you think all black people is like that. Bro, if you don't get your weird ass up out of here, you don't even know how to debate correctly, dog. You're getting destroyed and you think you're dominating. You're dominating and getting debunked.
You listen to what you just asked. And then when they gave you examples, you said they're not good examples.
Okay, because he said
what do Mexicans lead in?
No, Tommy,
okay, what do Mexicans lead in?
That is the argument.
Sneako,
you cannot.
Mind you, that this dude just got socked in his mouth.
And then when they gave you examples, you said they're not good examples.
Okay, because he said
what do Mexicans lead in?
No, Tommy,
okay, what do Mexicans lead in?
That is the argument. He said black people are hardworking. No, Tommy, hold up.
I'm just curious. What do Mexicans lead in?
They're very hardworking people.
Okay, and they lead in
what? Well, you can't just say that. You said industry. He said black people are hardworking. So you asked him specific industries. So then I asked, what do Mexicans lead in?
Landscaping.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Yes. Like, you could turn around and then not there. You could not what they do too. You could say, and they get, most of them get paid under the table and aren't American citizens.
And they're a burden on the system. Let's keep it.
So if you do that, y'all are giving this man the win, and it's sad to watch.
Because he's a bitch. He picks and chooses. He wants to hate black people so much, so he don't have no smoke for nobody but black people, and then half of himself. He's a self-hating raccoon. He need to be in the trash can on trash day somewhere. He's a bitch. Like, it is what it is. We gonna call it like it is, man. We gonna get up out of here because I can't take too much of Sneako. Because, like, I don't do all this Clubhouse and Twitter space because we can just run the fade. If you got that much of a problem with black people, let's line it up then. And then you can still have your views after, but you're going to have a few black eyes. And you got two eyes, but you're going to have a few black eyes. another knocked out tooth, all the way knocked out, loose, and maybe some broken bones. So, I mean, we ain't got to go back and forth with what I think and what you think. We could just get, handle it like men and not like a bitch on our Kotex.
So there's no win. He's saying that they're hardworking, but he can't even think of an industry besides crack. Where do you work hard?
That's
what? He did not say that. He gave you 5. He gave you 5 industries. That's what's
now he's trolling. He said an industry besides crack. Like, bruh, do you know every race does crack, nigga, and drugs? Like, yo, people probably on the shit, nigga.
The drug Are we doing the drug thing?
You know very well.
Wait. They went to drugs.
They went to drugs.
I know he didn't go to drugs. I know he didn't go to drugs. I know they didn't.
And blacks don't lead in drugs.
Did he go to the drug for real? The
he
drugs
said crack, and blacks don't lead in this.
We don't even lead.
That's what these kind of arguments then make you do sound crazy if you're listening to this. And so whenever Tariq made the same kind of stereotypical remarks about his people, he got upset.
Right. See, but
and then he turns right around and
you get victimized about the racist jokes. When you talk about eating dogs, I don't victimize myself because you knew very well the average Black American does not work hard. They're not.
That's a lie.
Black Americans will use victimization to not work hard.
That's a lie. We don't have an option but to work hard. We don't get anything. We have to work hard. We don't have any other option but to work hard. We don't get anything.
Yeah, if you did work hard, you would succeed. You wouldn't even be having this conversation right now because the vast majority of Black, it's just not.
Okay, that's enough. If y'all want to hear the rest of this whole talk, y'all can go to, I think this is on Tariq's page. I can't do too much more of this, and I'm not going to put y'all through it, but I don't do videos like this, and we probably won't do too many more because I don't even like talking about race because everybody going to come in the comments sounding tough, but we'll never see him in real life. So it's like time wasting. Like this was one big ass waste of time for everybody no one changed the way that they think. Everybody still has their same views. So who did this really help? Only reason I did a reaction to this is so that there's some young people out there who listen to this nigga that will know if you're listening to a bitch, you're listening to a square, a lame, ain't been through nothing. Nothing ever happened to this dude where he can humble himself. He thinking everything is all peaches and cream, and he's in a fantasy land, and he's delusional. So I just wanted to point that out in this reaction. Sneakho, he's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I can't reiterate that enough. And it's sad that he is a white man, a Confederate white man in a mixed Black person's body, but that's what we is, and that's where we are in 2024. You know, everybody's ultra racist, everybody hates Black people, but they have these platforms where they could talk about it, like the little Becky that's saying nigga all the time. She's in her house. She's not gonna go in the middle of a Walmart in the middle of Oakland or Chicago or New Orleans and say the shit she's saying. So what does it matter? You're safe. You're not gonna say that. We're gonna do the Sneako, and I don't even know what that TikTok white bitch name is, but we're gonna do that the Sneako and the TikTok white bitch challenge. Y'all go to some Black people and say that to their face and record it and see what happened to you. But that's all the time we got. I ain't gonna keep talking about it. The moral of the story is Sneako's a bitch. And if he ever got a problem with me, he can hit me up on my channel. He can hop in the comments and we can line that up. Because all that talking, you jaw jacking, bro. We out.